Welcome back everyone to Elder Scrolls Online. Today we're heading back onto the path of the main story quest for the base game of Elder Scrolls Online here. We're back at the Harborage. It's been quite some time since we've been here. I think we've probably done like 3 zones since we've last been here. Something on those lines. In any case, there's not much left that's going to keep us away from continuing our path here. So, well, I got a dual log crease, that's nice.
Honor and faith to you, my friend. We are nearly ready to depart. My Lord Varen requested that Tharn and Snow Lily join us, for safety's sake. Though I have seen fewer places as tranquil as the Valley of Blades. An old friend, Kasura, dwells there. Before I was captured, I placed an enchanted ring in her keeping. The ring is a key of sorts. Without it, we will not be able to open the secret chamber where the Amulet of Kings lies hidden. She was my first mentor and instructor, a true master of blades. She still trains young swordsmen in the valley, though she deems worthy of her instruction. Swordsmanship, but much more than that. Her teachings revolve around a trinity of body, blade, and brilliance. The sword singers of old were said to be masters of all 3. Look, there will be time for questions later. Are you ready to depart?
Alright, let's go ahead and do it.
I'll open a portal to hasten your journey.
Alright, let's do it. Mountains of Hammerfell, alright. It's always neat where we end up getting teleported to. All different places across the map. We also got this nice little Banekin here I got from the dailies, which is nice. I also should have quite a bit of other stuff actually now that I think about it. Sword thing, I believe, is a new one for me. All this stuff just came out because of the new expansion that came out. Like, for example, I have a new Death Hound for a mount, so I'll go ahead and set that active and we can use that later. We should have another Death Mound as a companion pet, so I think I'll actually set that active too. And some new emotes. A memento, I believe. I don't remember which one it was though. Or Magnus, that's what it was. Yeah, quite a few different little things. Let's go ahead and see Arrow to the Knee. Why not? And I should have a ground crate.
Greetings, my good friend. This one
Nightfall.
finds it
Let's see what we get.
frustrating to know all the answers because nobody ever asked Pakruti any questions. This could be useful.
Oh, some Hirsine Hunt face markings. Hirsine Hunt body markings. We got a set. That's actually never happened before.
This should
And then we
please
got
you.
Duskfire and Nectar Bat.
Sadly, you have no more crates, but you can always purchase more. May luck follow you.
Alright, let's go ahead and continue on. I'll probably use our bat some other time along with the Banekin. I'm just more interested in the Death Hound at the moment.
What is this? The Abbey burns. Quickly, we must find Kasura.
So much destruction. What could have done this?
I'm afraid I've seen this before. Keep an eye skyward, Titanborn.
Sword initiate.
Kasura! There! Kasura, are you injured?
Saisahan,
What happened?
intruders, cultists. They attacked the Abbey. So many of my students have fallen.
The Abbey is in ruins, Kasura. How could they?
Gigantic beast. Like nothing I've ever seen. Cultists. They're opening rift to oblivion.
No. Save your strength, Kasura. We will make them pay. I promise you.
What do you think? Trap?
It's only a trap if you don't know about it. I assume everything is a trap, therefore, it's a challenge.
Alright, looks like we have to go destroy some sigils.
In the name of Moloch Baal, come forth and destroy his enemies!
It's one down. I guess I got that done before they had a chance of,
Heed me, Daedric minions, and obey!
somebody got out there. But they're already dead. Guess they can't send up to 3 NPCs.
Hosts of Oblivion, come forth and feast.
Sai, the Titan returns.
Ah, Saisahan and company at last. My pet has been waiting for you.
Here it comes.
Where's that? Oh, there it is.
How many more of your friends must die, Saisahan? Where is the Amulet of Kings?
Got it that time.
Well fought. Saisahan travels with worthy companions. My injuries are not serious. What are a few more scars to an old warrior? Scars have the virtue of reminding us that our past is real. My students, and my home, not fared half so well. I'm glad to see you. I'm curious why you are here. You did not find the Ring of Stendarr's mercy. But now that the King of Worms knows you are here, it is only a matter of time before he launches another attack. Indeed, atop the eastern stair is the secret entrance to the ancestral crypt. The ring is within.
Alright.
Follow me. The hidden entrance will not be obvious.
Why would a crypt need a secret entrance?
It's a wonder there's an unplundered crypt in all of Skyrim. You Nords could learn a thing or two from the builders of Hammerfell.
Perhaps Hammerfell could also teach
Farewell,
Livene the
my
virtue
good
of
friend.
good manners.
Here we are. Watch your step as you descend.
Yeah, let's see what we find in here.
I can feel the presence of my ancestors whenever I come here. I am burdened with a great responsibility to honor their sacrifice and uphold their legacy. I, along with some of the most renowned sword singers who ever lived, must tread carefully, with great respect. We both thought it would be well protected in the Valley of Blades, most gifted young swordsmasters of Hammerfell are invited to train with Kasura. The town was bristling with strength and steel before the Titan showed up. I cannot say. Perhaps someone told him of my past. Perhaps he pried the memory from me during my time in the Halls of Torment. Either way, I am to blame for the valley's destruction. No one I love will be safe until Mana Marco has been dealt with. And I shall need a proper weapon. Kasura said that my father's greatsword lies with the ring. It seems proper that I should wield it in his honor.
Okay. First, let's go ahead and get rid of these notifications here. There we go.
Tread lightly. Few living have been permitted to walk among these honored dead.
So probably nothing I can lift out of here, right? That's pretty neat looking.
The Vard Hunding, son of Frandardo Hunding, Helhanse no Shira, the greatest of the Sword Saints. The hearth of every household in Hammerfell has a small alcove containing a copy of his father's greatest work, the Book of Circles. The ring and my father's sword lie at the back of the crypt. We must hurry.
Okay.
The twins of Sword and Spear, Rahasa and Rahuzar, and their mother, Anse Satame, the Tigress of Dragonstar.
Guess that was for all three of them, so let's go ahead and see this other side here.
Ra'aba was a warrior of great renown. He fought alongside Frendar Hunding in the 7 great battles against the armies of Hira, and survived. The final battle at Hatu Mountain, more than 300,000 gave their lives. Anse Kalab, master of polearms, and his daughter, Ra'adia, they swept through these mountain passes like a tempest, driving out the bandit tribes that had harassed our people for 2 decades.
Alright, I think that's all of them.
It seems fitting that the Ring of Stendarr's mercy lies with my father's greatsword. We will need both for the battles that lay before us. With the sword of my father, Nazir Ataf-Sahan, I pledge myself to the destruction of Mana Marco and the liberation of Tamriel from the tyranny of the god of schemes, Molad Bal.
The ring is yours. Guard it well. I must return to my students to begin the long task of rebuilding. Thank you, but I cannot leave the Valley of Blades. I must bury the dead and tend to the wounded.
I knew you would lead me to the ring eventually. Give it to me.
Your presence defiles this place, Mana Marco.
Give me the ring, and I might spare your pathetic lives.
We struck down your Titan and we'll strike you down soon enough.
Titan was a prelude of what's to come if you continue to defy me.
Defy you? Your delusions of godhood are laughable, you ignominious corpse herder.
Very well then. I'll simply take the ring from your corpses.
Blasphemy! How dare you raise the honored dead to fight your battle?
Ooh. I thought that was one of the things I could destroy. Guess not. the stamina for that, I don't think. This guy hits pretty hard, I have to say.
Look out! He's raising Raaba!
I wonder if we're gonna have to go through them all.
The next time you hide something from the most powerful necromancer in all of Tamriel, you might reconsider hiding it in a bloody tomb.
Oh, got that one. So, come on, Abner, we can take on this one on our own. The others can handle the other one. Oh, I didn't really hold on that one. Had too little stamina. They are doing some damage over there. I guess it's because they have like 2 or 3 NPCs over there. Looks like 2 actually. Getting plenty of ults though, that's really nice.
Hold the line! They must not get the ring!
Fan out!
Yeah, I got up against a mage apparently. Let's see what's going on over here. Oh, it looks like they've almost killed the other one. Maybe I'm fighting the strongest one, I'm not sure. Okay, that's one down. The last one? I'm not sure. They gave us 3 from this side, and there was only 3 over there, so...
Rest in peace, honor dead.
Souls, ancestors, I will avenge Manamarco's blasphemy!
The ring is ours for the time being. Guard it well. You must return to the harborage and give it to Lord Varen. It will remain safe in his keeping until it is time to travel to Sancretor. Lyris, Abner, and I will remain here to help Kasura bury the dead and tend to the injured. Lord Varen has been observing our progress. He will open a portal for you to return. There it is, the top of the stairs. Go, quickly.
All right.
The damage is great, but if you had not arrived when you did, there would be nothing left to rebuild. Be safe in the coming days, my friends. I look forward to your return.
The Abbey of Blades will rise from these ashes.
In my mind's eye, I witnessed your battle with the worm cult and with the undead Unsay abominations. Your mission was successful, was it not? I witnessed the Titan's assault and sensed the deaths of many innocents. It is a great and terrible loss. Saisahan and the others will need time to aid Kasuna. I will contact you when they return and we will begin the journey to Sancretor.
Alright. At the moment, we can make a quick stop to Mournhold, I believe.
You're a fan of poetry, aren't you? How's this then? As I was going out one day, my head fell off and rolled away. But when I saw that it was gone, I picked it up and put it on. Rather like that one.
Okay. It's been a while since we've been to Mournhold. It used to be my favorite city to visit. And pretty much teleporting here should, I believe, unlock the next main story quest. Because there shouldn't be anything stopping me from getting the next one already. But I believe this quest that we have to do at Mournhold was tied into the last bit of a zone bit here. Like, I think technically you don't have to do it at this point. But
That was a brave deed, rescuing said dreads.
where is it? There it is, okay.
Dragons in your own homeland. What are you going to do?
There is the Undotted Enclave near here that we can talk to as well, I guess. I'm pretty sure they'll just send me off to do a random dungeon, but I can at least forward up through the questline, I guess, on that.
Well, well, if it isn't the hero of the pact, glad you made it. I'm the leader of the Hidden Armigers. If you've heard of us, we haven't been doing our jobs. The Armigers do the Pact's dirty work. Sometimes that involves agents from the Morag Tong and other secret organizations, like Naryu here. She owes me a favor. It's a long series of stories we don't have time for. She saved my brother. I saved her life. We're back and forth. That's it for story time. You're here about Varna's Galarian? That crazy Altman wants to organize a secret meeting of the Alliance leaders in neutral territory. He'll be here any minute, so I'll let him give you the details. But don't worry, the Armigers will do our part. Little details. Making sure the right agents are in the right places. Protecting Pact interests. That sort of thing. I could tell you more, but then Naryu would want to kill you. Or maybe just cut on you a little.
Okay.
Turns out I'm glad you came, Virion. I'm calling in that favor.
You mean you called me here without knowing if you needed me, Thrush? Ugh. What's the favor?
I need you to contact the other spy networks. The Eyes of the Queen of the Aldmeri Dominion and the Ring of Daggers in the Daggerfall Covenant.
Contact. You do me with the tips of my daggers. Repeatedly, right?
No. This is a diplomacy thing. No killing.
Apologies for my
Waste
lateness.
of a favor, Thrush. Should have asked for something your lackeys couldn't do. We're even after this, you know.
I know, but this is important. Thanks, Naryu. I'll even ride with you as far as Ordon. Let's go.
Curious.
Thank you for coming so quickly, Champion. I've been consulting with Countess Hakruba of the Fighters Guild. Both of our guilds believe the time has come to take the fight to Cold Harbor. But this places us in a delicate political position. Trust, as always. The Alliance leaders will never agree to join forces. And if our guilds only work with one alliance, the other two will see it as a betrayal. For both guilds, our neutrality is our strength. We can't afford to take sides. The war in Cyrodiil has been long and bloody, and all three alliances are spread thinly. They can't commit resources to an assault on Cold Harbor without making themselves vulnerable. I want to bring all three leaders together, maybe cut a deal. You're in a unique position. You can speak with authority, but you're not an alliance leader. You're respected, you have a reputation. They may let you get a word in before they leap at each other's throats. In short, you're the perfect diplomat. I found the perfect meeting place. A neutral location far from disputed territories, an island called Sturk. I can get you an audience with each leader and provide magical transportation. You just need to convince them to travel to Sturk. That's all I ask. I'll open the portal. I think it's best that I travel with you and make introductions as a neutral party. That might make things easier.
Okay. Be interested to see what comes of this.
Greatly esteemed Queen Irene Arana Aldmeri, it is my great honor to present to you...
Varnus, you're so formal. I remember the patience and kindness you showed an awkward, freckled waif all those years ago on fair Somerset. You captured this child's heart then, and it remains with you to this day.
You warm an old man's heart, my queen. I remember well those halcyon days.
As do I, my old friend. Sorry about all these guards. I'm told they're necessary. These are dark days.
A wise precaution, my queen. My counsel would be no different. If you'll permit it, my companion would like to speak with you.
Ah, yes. Let me meet this hero I've heard so much about.
It's not often the heroic deeds of one who by all rights should be considered a mortal enemy reach my ears. Come, let's talk. Vanus is a dear man. In many ways, he is family to me. Since he has given you his trust, I'm willing to set aside our differences. But under different circumstances, you and I would be sworn enemies. Well spoken and point taken. To be perfectly honest, I couldn't pass up the opportunity to meet you. Your exploits are legendary. A true champion is like a stone cast upon the waters of history. The ripples it creates travel far and wide. Humility is a noble thing, but you must also remain strong and self-assured. A true champion is also history's pawn, and history is a cruel and unfeeling master. But enough philosophy. What did you wish to speak with me about? And you need all 3 of the Alliance leaders to attend this meeting. A bold suggestion. I like it. Very well. I make no promises with regards to the negotiations themselves, but I will attend. That much I promise.
Alright. Well, we got the Aldemiri Dominion on board, so...
That went well, I think. Shall we move on? To Wayrest, expect a certain level of formality. The court of High King Emmerich is often filled with scandalmongers and subversives. Therefore, protocol is the order of the day. Shall we?
Alright, let's do it then.
Tell the lovely Donmer Nari that she is very welcome to disguise herself as a serving girl and show off for
Raz,
this one.
inappropriate.
This one has no regrets.
Alright. Daggerfall Covenant next.
Esteemed High King
We've known
Emmerich,
each other for some time,
I thank you
Master
for agreeing
Galerion.
to this meeting.
You aren't
I
known
would
for
not
your
presume to
capricious
waste your
whims.
time without good
Tell
reason.
me though, who is your companion?
Your Majesty, this is Skald King Yoren's personal representative, here to speak with you about the impending Cold Harbor crisis.
The Skald King sends his personal champion into his enemy's stronghold. Either he has a lot of faith in you, or he's trying to get you killed. I'm intrigued. Come, let us speak.
Dibella's legs, but you are a bold one. Even the bards of Wayrest sing of your exploits. I must confess, I had hoped to meet you one day. We sharpen our blades on the same whetstone, if you take one.
Tell me then, is it madness that drives you to barge in here like this? Or perhaps you're here to surrender on behalf of your people. If that's the case, I accept.
That's a bit of a dreary subject, but I prefer that over some angry line like, "I've come here to kill you, Your Majesty." I'm glad you didn't say that. So you want to talk about everyone's favorite Daedric prince, then? What of him? Ha! I'm sorry. I think I must have misheard you. For a moment, I thought you were saying you wanted to battle a Daedric prince. That would be especially funny if you wanted my help. So, what was it you really meant to say? That would be utter madness. But I do like the thought of seeing that next to my name in the history books. All right. If Irene and Yoren agree to attend, I'll be there. If this is an assassination attempt, though, I'm taking you with me.
Alright, well, I guess that worked out.
Give my best.
I didn't think it possible. Well done! We must return and begin the preparations. We have much to do. Come.
Just so you know, I already knew that.
Oh, I love to mingle, Your Majesty. I'm gonna mingle their heads right off their necks one of these days.
Alright, we're back at Deshawn.
All 3 leaders have agreed to join us on Stirk. Now comes the tricky part. Individually, the leaders are rational, even reasonable. But get them together and, well, you'll see soon enough. Everything's been prepared. Are you ready to travel to the summit?
Not at the moment.
Please, the Alliance leaders are waiting.
The moment I want to... Okay, it's showing in here, which is interesting, so let's go ahead and check a look, I guess.
Did you get it? Did your invitation arrive?
Yeah, we're getting sidetracked a little bit here, but you know. Alright.
You made us proud today. Our ranks have swelled in recent months, and our coffers are overflowing with jewels and gold. We want to see the spoils go to the best among us. It's a verbal handshake. You know what? Go talk to Glirian the Redbeard. He'll tell you everything you need to know. Glirian's a good sort, just not too friendly. Doesn't show any emotions, really. Is bloodthirst an emotion? Never mind. Oh, the usual. Mother robbed tombs for decades in the dunes of Alakir. She raised me on her hip and forced me to join the Undaunted with her. It's the sort of thing every daughter has to deal with. Oh yes, she's a proud member. Goes by the name Hel Ralala. Just don't, you know, talk to her. She's a mean old bird. A funny story. When she was young, some thick skull heard her name and had trouble pronouncing it. Her real name is Hel Alraga, just like me. But Ralala stuck, and she's been using it for 30 years.
Alright.
Is there something I can do for you, Undaunted? Marge, Urgalag, and I have been selected to curate a challenge for our fellows. We will be sending Undaunted into the depths of Tamriel in search of treasure and glory. The difference is the reward. Every day, we 3 decide on specific dungeons the crew will explore. Steadfast like yourself can take a pledge to see the job done. Marge's demeanor best suits the new blood. I understand the fragility of life. I will not sugarcoat the tasks I give our more seasoned cohorts. And Urgalag will simply choose based on her desire to break you or take you. The result is the same. You earn keys, which you can turn into us to gain gear we keep on hand. Harder challenges result in more keys, and more opportunities to fill your pockets. Very good. Then make your introduction to Urgalag Chiefbane if you value your ability to chew. She would not take being snubbed lightly. Make your introduction to Urgalag brief. Sparking her ire or her interest could be detrimental to your health. The Undaunted have grown in number of late. Stalwarts like you have done too much, hauling precious treasures from the dark places in the world. The crew did not form so that we could own manors or barter for a seat on the Imperial Council. We formed to explore, to have fun. Why not share in our bounty, in our good fortune? It was my idea. Many of our cohorts are drunken thrill-seekers. That's not how I see life. Thus the pledge. A pledge to explore the deep places in the world. I'd prefer it. I pledge to explore, state the name of the dungeon here, and return undaunted. Simple, I think. Noble. Ah, yes. My background is somewhat different than other members of the crew. In years past, I was a Vinedusk Ranger. I served in the conflict that split Valenwood asunder. Yes, I did things. Things I will not speak of. Today, every gasp of breath is precious to me. The sight of your pulse on your neck cheers me. As I said, life itself thrills me. To enter a crypt, end the undead, to face down a construct twice my height and tell the tale, truly, that is to be alive, to be undaunted.
Alright, some interesting people here.
You a talker or a gawker? Might earn a busted lip either way. Guess I'll leave your face as it is then. Can't make any promises about that in the future. That's not always a threat. Faces are good for more than punching on rare occasion. I suppose I'll be getting used to seeing yours around. Or not. Could get it mauled off on your first pledge. Break hearts, break faces, break anything I feel like, really. And when the mood strikes, I assign pledges. Undaunted who want to be among the first to see a newly discovered dungeon go through me. Even we haven't seen everything Nirn has to offer. Some Undaunted sponsor expeditions to find new challenges to overcome. That earns them the privilege of taking the first crack. You stake a claim on some new dungeons, I'll offer you pledges for it. Good. Tell Maj I said to give you a key. Maybe that'll help you keep that face long enough for me to get to know it. Go on. Finish your business with Maj. Then you can try to impress me. Let's say I don't bow to tradition, especially concerning romance. Someone catches my eye, I'll win their heart. Bloodied my blade on dozens of jealous lovers. Not to mention preachy types who can't mind their own business. In the old clans? Yeah. When Orsimer disapprove of your behavior, blades do the talking. I'm very opinionated.
Alright.
Hey there, scrub. You'd best stay back. We are speaking of blood and glory, for we are undaunted. Did she now? She must like you. In that case, you're going to need all the help you can get. Take your key and come back when you're ready to take the pledge. I can't wait to see what you're made of. Armor dented? Blade dull? Staff sputtering? Earn some new kit by taking the Undaunted pledge.